Welcome to the third lesson of InDesign training, creating an interactive PDF. In this lesson we are going to learn how to create an interactive form that has 3 or 4 fields and a submit button. So let's start by going to the next page from this menu, or we can scroll down to the next page. The first thing we can do is adding a text, for example name, and we can move it here. We can duplicate this text, paste, and we can duplicate it again. Then we can add 3 rectangles by selecting the rectangle tool. Then draw the first one and the second one and the last one. Then we can select this and make it above this bigger box, this one as well, and this one. So now we have our form. We can change the text inside each one. For example, this one we can change it to email, and this one to comment. Then we want to add interactive button, and we can change this boxes to be a text field. Now we want to convert this rectangle to text field by right click, go to interactive, or by going to button and forms, and we can choose the type text field, then make it required, then the last one type text field and required. We can make the size of the font bigger, and now we have our form. What we need now, we need to add a button. We can go to the library or make our own button. We can select this one, for example, and put it here. Then double click on it and let's type submit. Then put the text in the middle, but it's still on the top, it's not in the middle. What we can do, we can move it down by change the baseline shift, then change the size 14 for example, and the color to, can make it white, then the stroke is red. Finally, we want to add action to this button. We go to forms and buttons, then change the name to submit. Then we can add a text here, submit, and make it in the middle, change the baseline shift. That's enough. And so it's by default go to URL, but we can delete this one. Yes. Then add an action and make submit form. We can type the URL for our database, but that needs another tutorial to explain how to make the database and how to change the parameters of each field to be submitted to the database. But in this tutorial we are going to send this form to an email address by simply type mail to, then the email address, then we have our form ready to use. And by that we are done creating the form. Then we can go to the next page and add more features.